Lighthouse Dark is a partially improvised fictional comedy. Every season, you can count on 3 things. 1. Someone will get lost. 2. Someone will find a collection of weird commercials, news clips, and homemade videos. And 3. Trying to survive. Could be deadly. The season finale is just 1 month away, and it's almost like Carson knows it. Last time, Carson's cannibalistic urges got the better of him. Now, the thing on the roof is louder than ever, but Carson can only outrun it for so long. What is this strange creature anyway, and how much time does Carson have left? Let's get lost. Okay, I turn this on in case I die. Oh, thing's coming fast. Stop! Why are you chasing me? What is it you want? Why aren't the traps working? Hazel, where are you? Thought I told you to set the traps. Nah, she set them right. I checked them. Oh, here. Let me come around this corner. Hey, over here, whatever you are. Can't outrun this thing anymore. Maybe if I go outside. Thing doesn't stop. Oh, my leg again. I run through it. Oh, a clearing. I have a shot. How am I back at the cabin steps? It's pointless. I'm getting nowhere. I can grab a gun. I got one left. It threw the other 2 off a cliff. No, it's no good. I don't have any ammo left. Oh, Hazel, where are you? No, not like this. No, I'm Carson. I'm a good guy. I don't deserve this. I think I lost it. Well, that or it got tired. For now. Either way, I'll take it. Yeah, I know that's a pretty traumatizing thing to come in on, listeners, but I thought I was dead this time, for sure. I don't know how many more of these transmissions I have left. I don't know how many hours I have left. What I do know is the hunger didn't stop. It just got worse after I ate my dead friend. I can't really think straight right now. Keep waiting for that thing to come back. Any minute. Oh, it's been horrible lately. That creature from the roof. I still haven't given it a name. And pretty soon I won't have to worry about that. It's stomping around all the time. I hear its loud breathing late at night. Really all hours of the day. I'm almost out of food. I'm completely out of ammo. I'm out of hope, too. But I can't do anything about any of it. I'll be right back. I gotta get some jerky. I'd like to say this is helping, but it doesn't do anything for my appetite. It's been a couple of weeks since my last transmission. I can still taste Doug's tendons. I've hunted as many animals as I could the past week. Only caught a couple. There don't seem to be that many left out here. And that's probably because Hazel's kids already got to him. Before I killed him. I don't know who I am. I don't know the point of this anymore. Coming up here on a trip just to get away from it all, that was fine. It's every other single thing that happened, I think, was regrettable. And I really thought I had a shot. When I decided I was going to make the most of this and make this place my new home, this cabin, up here in Alaska, wherever this is. It's somewhere near the biggest airport up here, but I couldn't tell you the name of it. I still can't figure it out. I don't dream much anymore. Good or bad, I don't know. I don't care. When my grandpa was close to the end, I used to visit him. We'd sit out on his porch late at night, which was weird because he used to go to bed really early, especially once he got past 50. And he would tell me these tales of what life was like growing up. I'll never forget what he said one of those nights, when the moon was high in the sky, and the crickets were out in full force. He lived in the country, far away from the noise pollution of the big city. And I remember asking him why he was staying up so late. Kept making sure he didn't want to go to bed, get some rest. And he just kind of fixed his eyes on that night sky. And he said, "Carson, there's gonna come a time when all I can do is rest. Until that day comes, I'm gonna watch the sky." And it didn't really mean much to me at the time. Just seemed like some nice old man who wanted to look at nature. But I think he knew. It wasn't natural causes. He died in a car accident a few days later. But still, I think he knew. Listeners, that's the feeling I have right now. When I was walking home from school one day, middle school, it was getting dark and I was running just to try to beat the sun, and I tripped, and I remember finding this little slip of newspaper and uncrumpling it, wondering what it said. It was an obituary. I could still tell you the name. Ollie Sampson. I didn't realize in that moment the full weight of what I was looking at, the full weight of what it is to live and then not live. I do believe in God, but sometimes I worry. So I kept that little obituary with me. Throughout high school, I didn't get rid of it till I went off to college. Even then, I didn't throw it out or anything, I just didn't think to bring it with me. So that's got me thinking, maybe I should write my own obituary. Or better yet, since I don't know how long it's gonna be till someone finds my body up here, might as well make my own eulogy. So if you'll indulge me, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna need a minute. While I compose myself and figure out how I want to say all this stuff, here's a few more laughs before I go. You know, I was once hit by a pickup and smelled tilapia just before blacking out. I was in a coma for weeks, and I'm thankful. If it wasn't for the PTSD, I never would have launched Freddy's Fishy food truck. Once I decided that selling fish would be my lifelong dream, I went to sea, just rented a boat and headed out into the ocean. Didn't even take any classes. That was a mistake. I can't tell you half of the stuff I saw out there on those dirty, treacherous waves. Once the waves died down, and I was able to hold onto the railing without vomiting for several hours in a row, I got my sea legs. And then I started fishing. That didn't go well either. In fact, it wasn't until I came back ashore, a changed, startled, and somehow older than ever man, that I realized I didn't have to go to the sea to sell fish. I just had to visit the farmer's market. Anyway, hi, I'm Fred, owner of Freddy's Fishy food truck. Are you ever racing around after work, trying to get everything done, and you suddenly want a chunk of fish? Well, throw a few bucks my way and I'll give you one. Toss me another few, and I'll even bring out the condiments. Tartar sauce, ketchup, some of this reddish blue stuff, you name it. We've also got lawn chairs. Just pull one up and chat with me for a bit. I get lonely. Come on by starting the week of, April? April 27th for 5 nights of Freddy's Fish. Just pick a fish and chuck it at the bucket. Get it in all 10 times and you win the special prize, the life jacket that saved me out there. Fancy some fish? Then come to Freddy's Fishy food truck, because the one thing food trucks don't sell enough of is fish.
The Gray Fox Motel is happy to announce we now have locks. Each main guest door now comes equipped with a state-of-the-art padlock attached. No more renting a room guard. That's right. When you check in with a partner, you no longer have to sleep in shifts just to guard the door. Keep in mind, this applies to main doors only. We still recommend hanging a sock from the bathroom doorknob. To get a nifty key and padlock for your room, just see our resident geocacher guy, Gus. He might send you on a quest for it, but you'll probably find it. Thanks to these sweet new locks, break-in probability is already down to 86%. Life is filled with unknowns. A lot of those unknowns show up in really bad places when you stop at a motel, while you could just be going to fill your ice bucket, and the next thing you know, boom, you're missing a kidney. Locks or not, if you have a craving in the middle of the night and you feel like you have to go outside to maybe stop at a fast food joint and pick up some food, we strongly suggest you resist the urge. If you have any valuables, keep them far away from Gray Fox Inn. What's this? That's right, it's a suggestion box. We've got one now. Just take a piece of paper and a pencil from the luggage you brought with you and stick a suggestion in the slot. You know, someone once told me cleanliness is next to godliness. So if you or someone you know just really likes cleaning and doesn't mind not getting paid much for it or at all, jot that down on a slip of paper and stick it in the suggestion box. We'd love to work with you. One of our favorite repeat guests is a street-hardened traveling preacher. He'll be hosting a Blessing of the Locks October 12th at 7:30 p.m. Bundle up and come on out to celebrate. This is Gray Fox Inn. We're trying. You've seen the lemonade stands popping up around Euler Street all summer. Cute little kids selling allegedly homemade beverages, unoriginal hacks. What you really need on a hot, sweltering day is a pretzel. That's where William Jorts' pretzel stand comes in. Hi, I'm Jake. My neighbor William is too busy making pretzel-licious delights to talk to you fine people, so he paid off a debt of mine, and here I am. William will never forget the day he passed out from lack of sugar while judging a funnel cake eating contest at the town fair. I did manage to get him to say a few words.
Hi, I'm William. I'll never forget the day I passed out from lack of sugar while judging a funnel cake eating contest at the town fair.
Rumor has it that a neighborhood lemonade vendor laughed at him as it happened. At William Jorts' pretzel stand, you'll find everything pretzel. He's got pretzel sticks, pretzel twists, pretzel nuggets, chicken pretzels, pretzel apples, hot pretzels, cold pretzels, and wet pretzels too. And don't go to one of those lemonade vendors, the little kids who are like, oh, please buy my lemonade, I'm so original, I'm an entrepreneur, they can't even spell it. No, my good neighbor William will give you any drink that you want, provided it's not alcoholic and is sold in most gas station convenience stores. At William Jorts, you can guarantee your pretzel will be as close to gourmet as possible. If by gourmet, you mean putting a whole lot of stuff on it. These might taste like pretzels from a neighborhood ball game, but you know what? They're better. You even get to determine what topping you want. And William's got a wide selection. Your first choice? Fruits or veggies. Whatever you want to throw on that thing, he'll do it. He will charge extra. And if you want dipping sauce, then you don't deserve a pretzel. Eating a pretzel is like experiencing a moment of the purest joy that's even imaginable here on Earth. That's what he tells me. I haven't eaten one in, years. Why would you taint that with something like honey mustard? So come on down to Green Street, just 3 blocks off of Main. Follow the smell. William Jorts Pretzel Stand. Teach those lemonade kids a lesson.
There's a big storm kicking up outside there. I hope I don't have to run out anytime soon. I hope that creature keeps its distance for just a little while longer. Okay, my name is Carson Brooks, born June 5th, 1986. Died sometime in August 2023. Carson was a simple child with a simple dream, to become a professional miniature golfer. His parents did not foster this dream. They barely even raised him. Luckily, he had a teacher who cared. He also had friends from time to time, just a handful, but they meant well. Eventually, his dad left and his mom shaped up, and he and his mom grew close. She used to take him miniature golfing all the time, until he said he wanted to do it for a living, and then she just stopped. She wouldn't even take him to amusement parks after that if the park had a miniature golf course in it. He always loved her, but he never forgave her for that. Carson went on to do reasonably well in middle school and high school. Elementary school was probably fine. Why am I talking in the third person? You can clearly tell it's me. I did well enough in high school. Well enough to disappoint my mom when I refused to go to college. It caught me off guard when she insisted, though it may have had something to do with that guy she was seeing at the time. Could also explain why I found myself locked out of the house more times than not. I had a weird home life. In college, I did a few things I wasn't proud of, but I always tried to be a good person. Got my master's in teaching, and I got the first job I applied for right out of college. I was a teacher in Maine for several years. Gosh, I hope my kids are okay. And if any of you are listening to this, Roscoe was my favorite. I'm kidding. But seriously, Roscoe, keep that head on your shoulders. It's the only way you stay alive. I guess what happened to me is what happens to most people eventually. Life. You start to wonder, is this everything there is for me? Can I possibly do anything else, anything better? Am I living up to my maximum potential? Rather than answer that question, I decided to join some friends on a random trip to Alaska. How'd that turn out? Well, you tell me. I'm dead. Nah, I'm not dead yet. I'm not planning on killing myself or anything. I just get the sense that I don't have long left. I tell my mom I love her, but she's already gone. I tell my friends I love them, but most of them are dead. Poor Doug. We don't have to talk anymore about Doug. If you're listening to this at some sort of funeral, I hope there's cake and granola bars. I liked a good granola bar. But please know that in the end, though I wasn't quite the Carson I remembered, I still tried. So, put that on my gravestone. Here lies Carson Brooks. He tried. Well, that didn't take long at all. Don't know how to feel about that. Kinda weird I can sum up my whole life that quickly. Should probably at least see if there's any other bags of chips lying around here. It's a lot easier than trying to go out there and find more meat, though I really, really want to, but with that storm raging out there, that's gonna be a last resort for me. Especially after what I did to Doug. I don't think I can state enough how much I did not really want to do that. Oh, come on. No, not again. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be recording here, but hey, at least I got my eulogy done. No, I can't go outside. It's way too bad out there. Wait, No, please be unlocked. Please be unlocked. Please be unlocked. Yes! Okay, I've never heard it while I'm in here. It doesn't seem to like this room. And yeah, I might see some weird hallucinations in this room, but it sure beats whatever's waiting for me out there. I'm no fool, I know the end is coming. I just need a few more hours to look at the sky. There's a few more here I didn't share. Might as well not let them go to waste.
You've waited long enough. It's time for the grand reopening of Lighter Step. And thanks to the settlement the former CEO reached before vanishing, we're kicking things off with a sale. All illegally obtained sandals are now half off. Let's address the elephant in the shoe store right now, shall we? Sure, this place was built on the old ground where 74 people died in a movie theater fire, but look on the bright side. We've got shoes! This isn't your average shoe store. In fact, it's not your shoe store at all. We use a barter system, so if you've been dying for a way to trade in that blender for a boot, now's your chance. We don't discriminate here. That's why we have Delinquent Corner, a low-light area back by the warehouse where you can test your new footwear on everything from old doors to overripe melons. We won't ask why. Want us to erase the security cam footage after? That's gonna cost extra. Remember when you were a kid, and the most exciting thing about going to Grandma's for the day was that she might take you out to get some new shoes? No? Well, hey, I tried. We don't have boxes at Lighter Step, but we do have good lighting. We've even got some dusters at the front counter. We're honest here at Lighter Step, so we want to tell you up front. If you have a shoe size that's anything other than a whole number, it's not gonna happen. But we can direct you to a kiosk where one of our sales associates will try in vain to help you order a pair from our main supplier, which changes every 2 to 3 weeks, without warning. We've even got a new line of ankle boots, signed by aspiring local celebrity, Nader Jones. He's hosting his first open mic in September. We'd tell you where it is, but you won't be able to find it. And remember, if you smell buttered popcorn and hear people shushing, run. Experience the Lighter Step difference at our grand reopening. Lighter Step. Basement prices, top-tier lighting.
Wish Granter's travel agency has the perfect way to help you celebrate your anniversary. Now introducing Rando Drop. When you sign up for the Rando Drop treatment, one of our travel agents will personally transport you and your spouse to opposite ends of the same country or roadside attraction/stop. By the time you find each other, it'll be just like the day you met all over again. Happy anniversary! Please make sure all insurance is up to date before applying for the Rando Drop. Plus, they're back! That old couple who gave us a scare when we lost them in Branson. Also, Chameleon Travel Vouchers. Backed by popular demand, these vouchers come with multiple layers of disguise. Wigs, sunglasses, baseball caps, ghillie suits. It's the perfect way to blend in if things go south, or you want to avoid your family until the end of the trip. Feel like saving a buck or two? Choose one of our shotgun shuttles. If the bus driver nods off or crashes the bus, you'll be called upon to take over once the ambulance leaves. Just show us your bus license and recent drug screening results before boarding. Finding someone you can trust to help you set good travel plans can be tough. At Wish Granters Travel, we're happy to be your friends during business hours only. See all these neat souvenirs on my desk? I haven't been to one of these places in years. If you purchase the right package, you can help me go again. What do you say? If you keep changing your mind and try to book and unbook the same appointment for 3 or more times within a 1-month period, we'll go ahead and accept the final booking, and then we'll just kinda leave you at the airport for hours on end. Until finally reviewing, there's no booking. We'll give you your money back and then some, but we trust you'll have learned your lesson. Why waste time trying to figure out what you want? Pay us, and we'll guess. Roll the dice and make a friend. During business hours only. No vacation can eliminate your stress, but it can give you something really neat to look at while you ponder how it all went wrong. At Wish Granters Travel Agency, your ticket to tickets. Do you want your cats to like you more than they clearly do? Need physical contact without feeling like you have to sleep with someone? Try Pretty Purrfect, the catnip sweater. I'm Joyce, and I have cats. See, I'm relatable already. If the old spark is gone and your cat seems too tired to do anything with you tonight, I've got a solution. My catnip sweaters will bring your furry friends running for a hit off that sweet kitty wacky weed. They'll never want to leave your arms again. One of my cats got so tired of me, she ran toward a burning building. I keep her ashes in a glass case with the first dollar I made off a catnip sweater. I pray to those ashes every night, and sometimes she meows. I've always said the only thing better than dressing your cat in a sweater is creating a sweater that makes a cat want to cling to it. I've never been very verbose. I used to wander all around my one-story apartment, staying up late at night, wondering how I could make my cats lie just a little bit closer to me while I nodded off. I even bought a few of those catnip pouches from the grocery store and sniffed them myself. And I only ever got a mild buzz, but something about it drives cats crazy. So one winter, there I was, sitting in my normal boring sweater, watching an old Little House on the Prairie rerun on the television, when I thought, where are you going in life? You're pretty much done, right? I was feeling pretty down on myself, and my cats wouldn't even come around me at that point. Then I found little Royo sniffing around my grocery bag. Turns out I hadn't gotten all the catnip. When I went to pick Royo up, he latched onto me, claws and all, and I was bleeding profusely. And by the time I got him down, my sweater was torn to shreds. And then I smelled that catnip, and that's when I realized I could turn these things into sweaters. Catnip sweaters. That sounds pretty perfect to me. Buy a catnip sweater today, and Baxter might just love you tomorrow. I'm Joyce. Thanks for listening.
Do you love plants, but you're also irresponsible? Our fake plants, trees, and bushes could be right up your alley. Welcome to Faux Realish Delights. Take a look around. This imposter greenery looks so good your girlfriend won't even mind when she finds out her anniversary flowers are made of plastic. No need to water these bad boys. The older you get, the realer these look. You might have to dust out the azaleas from time to time, though. They're clumpers. I want to take a moment to say thank you to my ex-girlfriend. Thanks, Grace, for making me waste so much money on flowers you were giving to your secret lover that it made me realize the true value of just pretending to care. Why spend hundreds of dollars on real flowers to make up for some mistake you know you shouldn't have made in the first place, when you can make as many mistakes as you want and just buy plastic? We had a customer one time. Let's call him Larry. Larry came in here just sobbing uncontrollably. By the time we calmed him down, he told us a story we'll never forget, and we want to share it with you, because it changed our business model from that day forward. You see, Larry and his brother were in a horrific car accident, and after the crash, Larry's brother's arm was caught in between the door and the car frame. Now, his brother had always liked flowers, so he picked some from the roadside and just kind of waved them under his nose in place of smelling salts. Nothing seemed to work, and his brother blacked out several times. You know what finally revived him? A fake geranium. You know where that geranium came from? Faux. We're proud to have helped quite possibly save this man's life. Was he in any real danger of dying? You know, the doctors won't tell us. They're kind of rude and won't return our calls. Faux Realish Delights. It looks better if you squint.
Alright, I'm turning this back on because I don't know how much longer I have left. I can hear it even from in here. All the banging around, the weird animalistic growls, and the worst part is I'll never know what the thing is. I used to think I didn't want to know anything about how or when I was gonna die. Now I just wish I could know what was gonna do me in.
Hello, Carson.
Oh, jeez.
How are you holding up?
Hazel, you don't have to be here. I know you care about me as much as you can, not really knowing me, and I know how uncomfortable this place is for you.
Oh, this room and I go way back. I can never stay out of it for long. So many memories wrapped up in this one room. It was our bedroom, you know, mine and my husband's. But it was also the place I died.
What?
Yeah, right there on that bed.
Oh, this feels weird.
It's okay, you can sit there.
I'll just sit over here, in the chair. I'm really sorry about whatever happened to you.
Me too. I couldn't help overhearing you do your little eulogy. I popped in on my own funeral for a bit.
Really? They had it here?
No, they had it in town. I'm from Alaska, born and raised. From Juneau.
Wow, why'd you come up here?
Change of pace.
But I thought you were confined to the cabin once you know.
Not right away. The day after it happened, I went to my funeral. And I could see everything, but I could barely hear anything. It's like a kind of torture, really. Not knowing what these people who knew you and people who barely knew you were saying about you. Then I just started laughing. And then I thought it was really weird that I was able to laugh and hear myself laugh, so that just made me laugh harder. To be so worried about such a small, stupid thing. What someone thought of me. I was dead. Still am, I think.
How do you still have a sense of humor? The things you've seen, been through.
It's so long ago now, Carson. What's the point in holding on to it? It's not going to help me in any way. It's not going to change anything. I've learned what I needed to from that moment. Now I just exist. Sort of. Call me an optimist, but I think that eulogy of yours is just a little premature.
If I'm not running from the creature, I'm running from my hunger. I'm never satiated. I feel like I'm wasting away. I might be. I was hoping this room would help me, since it healed me that other time I kinda went crazy. Why isn't it healing me now?
Maybe it's not your brain that's the problem.
You think it's the creature?
Might be.
I'm so tired of running.
I know.
I know it's not my business, but do you mind if I ask?
How I died? It was that shadow, what you call the thing on the roof.
It cornered me in here a few months after my sons turned into cannibals.
I tried to get out, and then I didn't.
It killed you first.
No, I didn't try. I stopped trying to get out. I felt like I deserved what was happening. I failed my boys. It's getting louder now. You hear it too, right?
Yeah. Guess I better start running again.
Carson, in case I don't see you again, good luck.
Thanks. Okay, listeners, one more stick of jerky, and I'm gonna run for my life. I'm gonna take you with me, because whatever's about to happen, I gotta have evidence. I'll be right back.
Can you hear the screams on the water late at night? There's a reason they keep you up long after the rest of the world has gone to bed. Anxiety twists your insides. You barely notice your spouse anymore. There's a reason, and it's also the solution. The ice cream boat! Sugar addicts can't stop screaming about our 93.5 flavors. Step on board this floating Sunday to witness a cargo ship restoration like no other. Bring your kids and kids at heart to the dock behind the old water tower for a tasty treat. Ice cream on a boat. Our scooper of the month is Caitlin Pilch. You'll be beaming as she hands you a cone, dish, or plate filled with dashing delights. Caitlin's smile lights up the night. You'll never see her frown. She's surgically unable to. Bring your own toppings. We don't have any. Eating ice cream on a moving boat is really a joy, just a treat. But do us a favor, would you? Stop feeding ice cream to the fish. Some of those are pretty big. Sometimes late at night, after our last excursion, I hear the water moving much more than it should. And when I look down, there's a tall silhouette of a fin. Now introducing the birthday boat. Tell us it's your birthday and show us a copy of your birth certificate to prove it, and we'll deck this boat out with crepe paper and streamers. We also have a special mystery box just for your birthday. Guess how many ice cream sandwiches are inside, and if you get it right, we'll clap. There's no need to wait. Come on out and enjoy some sugar on the water at the ice cream boat, located on the docks behind the old water tower.
The Spricket Hollow train tour is open for business, now accepting riders for weekday and Saturday night excursions through the forgotten parts of Oakdale Hills. Located across from a deliberately forgotten but still operating comedy club, our train station sends passengers 3 miles down the road and behind a Fritter's drive-thru to catch their train. Bring your walking shoes. We don't have a shuttle. The Spricket Hollow Railroad is actually more popular than you think. People come from miles around to ask for directions. Feeling brave? Purchase some talismanic tokens, and our urban legend guru, Stan, will regale you with local rumors on a quick walk through a thin tree line. Also, pizza cakes. Do any of you remember those pizza bobs type things you used to eat in school for lunch when your parents forgot to pack you something or chose not to teach you a lesson? The F2DR 3749A will take you through some of Oakdale's abandoned buildings. That's right, I said through. We've gotten most of the permits we need for most of the people who care. So sit back and enjoy the sights of an empty mall. Look at the old clothes racks and wonder what those rooms in the back were really used for. Are those slushy machines on the left? Nobody really knows. There are no historians on this tour. You write the story as you go. Once we make it through the mall, we'll weave our way through an old drive-in movie theater. We'll also stop just in front of the biggest screen, and on clear nights, Deke will project some old movie onto the screen for us. Deke is a local cinema buff who used to work at the drive-in. He just can't quite seem to leave, despite repeat warnings from the police. Visit the Spricket Hollow Railroad and leave the world behind for 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how long it takes our conductor that day to get things moving. Life is fast. We're not. Make some memories today at the Spricket Hollow Railroad. The train car windows are still stuck open, so bring a jacket.
Rachel Onus had everything she wanted in life. Good friends, great music, and an ex-boyfriend who kept his distance when asked to.
It's a letter from Jake.
Hand it to me. What does it say?
He's inviting you to the wedding.
Oh, isn't that nice? Here, help me pick out something to wear.
Then it all came crashing down.
From what I hear, the delivery truck came out of nowhere. He never stood a chance.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay? I know you two were close.
I'll be fine.
I still say we should carpool.
No, I think I need to drive alone this time.
What is that? Get out of the road! Am I alive?
The chance encounter is about to change Rachel's life forever.
I'm on my way to my cousin's birthday party. Could you give me a lift?
I can't give anyone a lift. Look at this thing. It's wrecked. Now, is there room for two on that unicycle?
I suppose we could try.
Oh, he stood you up again, didn't he, sweetie?
I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I try not to hate the people I once loved who stabbed me in the back. Maybe Rachel Onus just isn't supposed to be happy.
Are you still living in that old clown's science lab?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in months, so I'm guessing it's just mine now.
Well, take care. Let me know if I can help.
No thanks, I think I'll be fine.
But Rachel is not fine.
Oh, Mr. Hiccup, sometimes I just don't know what to do. Oh, now stay out of that. Don't get into that. That belongs to the clown. Hey, what? Did you find something there, girl?
What she finds will make history. I'm having a really hard time understanding how a clown magician would have something like this.
I think I found my purpose.
Rachel, I think you found the cure for cancer.
This fall, discover the riveting, unlikely story of a woman who gets stuck in a ditch on her way to her ex's funeral, meets a kind-hearted clown, and discovers the cure for cancer.
Rachel's Calling, starring Joyce Pillweed as Rachel Onus. Coming this fall to cinemas and IMAX.
Dang it won't let up. Wow, none of these traps are working. And what was I thinking? Bear traps? I don't even know what this thing is. Lucky I haven't stepped in one. Might as well have, though. This leg. I'm not liking my leg. I don't know where to go. I can't go out. There's a blizzard out there. I tried running before. I only get so far. It's like the creature just teleports in front of me and shoots me back to the cabin. I gotta do something. No, why is this door locked? Yeah, it's right behind me. Hi. How are you? Go ahead and breathe. You think breathing intimidates me at this point?
You're not going to answer any of my questions. So the only one left is, do you have the guts?
Why aren't you doing anything? Just kill me. Get it over with. I deserve it. You're going to play with your food a little longer, huh? Fine. Chase me. Play with your food. The only place left is the basement. Okay. Yeah. I don't hear it. Oh, come on. Just end it already. I still don't hear it. I know it's there, though. I can sense it. I can feel it. Why you gotta mess with me like this, man? Huh? What is it you want? You want a confession? Do you? You seem to know everything that's going on around here anyway, but fine. Fine. Here. Look at that. I did that. That's my friend in there. Those bones and that sock. I ate those bones clean. I didn't kill my friend, but I dishonored him. I ate my best friend. I ate Doug, and I am ashamed. Did you hear me? I said I'm ashamed. Hello? Huh. Playing possum again. Second I open this door, it's gonna be there. No? The front door's open. I didn't leave that open. Is that you? Over there? Back in the trees by the pond? Okay, I see it out there, but it's turning away. It looks like it's sitting down. Why would it be sitting down? What, did it just get tired? They can't get tired. That's not a thing. I gotta get back inside. All right, think, Carson. What just happened? You told it what you did to Doug, and it left. Well, you couldn't have scared it. Let me back up more. Earlier it quieted down. When? Why did it quiet down? I don't remember. Then I went to the buzzing room when I heard it again. And then I didn't hear it for a long time. I could sense it, but I couldn't really hear it. Until Hazel said it killed her in there. Now wait a minute. That's not all she said. What else did she... Wait, she said it killed her right after her boys turned into cannibals. And she welcomed it. She allowed it. She almost wanted it to take her life. Now, something's still not clicking. What do we have in common? What did we both do that... That's it. That's it. Make no mistake, listeners, that creature's not gone,
but it is gone for now. I don't think I have to worry about it for at least a few more hours. I gotta find Hazel. Hazel! Hazel! How do I summon you?
That's really disrespectful, Carson.
You gotta stop sneaking up on me.
Kinda surprised you're alive. You are, aren't you?
So far. Hazel, listen, I figured something out. You're gonna want to sit down for this.
Does it really make a difference at this point?
Yeah, touche. I think I figured something out about the creature on the roof. I think I know what it is.
What?
It's... shame.
I don't follow.
That thing on the roof is the personification of shame. Of your shame, my shame. That's why it hunts us, and why it won't relent, because we still feel it.
But I made peace with my boys a long time ago. That doesn't make sense, Carson.
Did you? Well, of course it. Not just think about it for a second. Did you? Hazel, I've done a few things up here I am nowhere near proud of. More than a few things up here that have brought me shame. You add that to every other shameful thing I've done in my life that I haven't fessed up to, and I confessed. That's what made it back off down in the basement there. It backed off when I confessed what I did to Doug, when I told it I was ashamed. But it won't let me leave. It's still waiting out there guarding the woods. I have to face my shame. And I think you do too. Maybe that's your unfinished business.
I don't think I can do that.
That choice is yours. You remember when I thought that choosing to call this place home was growth? I think it was just another way to lie to myself. All my life, whenever something seemed too hard, I convinced myself that doubling down on my current lifestyle counted as growth, that was change, that was at least something I could control, but it was different, right? Because now I was confident, so it was a whole new ballgame. But it never was, because no matter what happened, I was always settling. I never moved. I was terrified. Like up here at the cabin. You know how many times I actually tried to get away from here?
No.
1. It was just that first night.
I'm sure you were scared.
I was only scared for another day, and besides, terror makes most people run. I stayed, and when I started realizing I had no idea what type of life I'd be going back to, I thought whatever horrors were awaiting me here, well, at least they were somewhat predictable. So I stayed, and I told myself that calling this place my home was a sign that I was mature, that I was embracing change. But that wasn't change. Change would have been running out into the unknown with no sense of direction, and just running till I got back to my kids in Maine, back to that school. But I have no idea what that school even looks like now. What kind of life do you lead when your best friends are dead? What I'm trying to say is, it's time to go. And this time, I'm ready.
Well, that's great. What are you waiting for? Run!
It's not going to let me. I have to face it on its terms.
How? Where?
If I'm right, the buzzing room.
You don't want to go in there alone with that thing.
I have to. I'm going to go to the buzzing room now, Hazel. And in case I don't see you again, I just wanted to say that you were a good mom. And a pretty good friend.
Good luck.
You too. For those still listening, my name is Carson Brooks. I'm located 89 to 107 miles southwest of the largest airport in Alaska. I tell you to look for my friend's shoes, but they've got to be buried in the snow by now. So once you hit that airport, turn right and just hoof it up the mountain. Maybe we'll cross paths. Either way, it's time to go home. Hi, Lightkeepers. For all the latest on Lighthouse Dark, stop by Facebook at Lighthouse Dark Podcast, check out our website, lighthousedark.com, and say hi on Twitter at Dark Lantern Pod. Lighthouse Dark was created and produced by Travis Corter. Story by Travis Corter. Voices by Travis Corter. Our theme song comes from epidemicsound.com. Additional music and sound effects courtesy of epidemicsound.com and storyblocks.com. For more info, see the description. Before you listen to the next one, take a minute to rate and review Lighthouse Dark on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you're listening. Until next time, remember, we're all in this together. Keep those lanterns lit.
A lot of those unknowns show up in really bad places when you stop at a motel. Why, you could just be going to fill your ice bucket, and the next thing you know, boom, you're missing a kidney.